Hey folks, welcome to Bag Fries. I'm here with Bruce Gray. We're going to throw out some show dates real quick. I got a show with Pepitone April 18th at Dynasty Typewriter, 7:30. So coming to that. I've got a couple other shows that you can find on my Instagram and whatnot. But that's the one I want to promote here. So go to that if you're in the Los Angeles.
If you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to see two guys who look like taxi dispatchers,
driver dispatch,
wax poetic on stage. You know what you're going to talk about at the live podcast?
Never know.
Me and Eddie just are off the rails, bro.
Me and Eddie we are kindred spirits in the fact that neither one of us prepare.
Yeah.
It's like I've gotten good at improv because I'm so bad at preparing. I've just put myself in so many situations where I didn't prepare for so long that I just had to be great at making shit up. That's what this podcast is.
Do you think you and Eddie are ever going to leave your wives for each other?
God willing. We're already halfway there, we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, guys, it's Bruce Gray, your second favorite person on the podcast. It's good to be here with all of you guys. I love you guys. I would die for you guys. Sorry about the delay in release.
We'll get to it. Just
I've been begging and waiting. I've been sitting here fully set up for the podcast for almost a week and a half, just waiting for someone to show up and do it with me.
Mm-hmm. And nobody will.
Nobody would.
Come on, please podcast.
Just anybody. I just sit on the street and I say, I hold a sign that says like hungry and would do work, but it says looking for a podcast partner.
That's beautiful.
And people, they honk and they yell. They call me Boo! They call me the F slur.
We don't need another white dude.
They call me a fat idiot. But guys, hey, if you want to come see me, Bruce Gray.
Don't go crazy on these dates, all right? Just give them a couple of dates.
Hey guys, March 8th, Libertine in San Luis Obispo. March 9th, Paso Robles Casino in Paso Robles. March 10th, Haven in San Diego. I don't know what that really means, Haven. March 16th, Coachella Valley Brewing Company, if that's your jam. March 18th, Tony's in Ventura. Tony's, I don't know what quite it is. Hey, Monday, March 20th, if you want to come to the Comedy Store, I will be hosting the Original Room all night, and it'll be a very, very fun time.
Oh, wow. I might even get up.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
You never know.
March 23rd, Horribly Funny in the main room of the Comedy Store at 10:30 p.m., and this is a big one. April 29th, if you are in really any part of Kern County and you want to come see me at Tembler Brewing Company. First time headlining Tembler Brewing Company. Dude, they've been fucking me around for years. No, I'm kidding. I like those guys a lot.
Yeah.
But they're finally seeing the vision. To be headlining there March 29th. And then also May 1st through May 6th in Portland.
Plenty of time.
I'm getting it out there.
Dude, I just don't rub it in my face. You got actual one date. I say I got one date.
Oh, because I have 8 shows over the next
27 shows here.
8 shows over the next 2 months.
This is how Bruce. This is the difference between me and Bruce. See, I'm dedicated to the podcast.
Whatever. You don't even know what's going on.
Listener. I know what's going on.
You don't know anything.
Oh, dude, I don't know anything. Oh, I know some stuff.
Nothing, dude. Shit's awful. Nobody wants me.
I see. You just threw out like 27 and a half dates.
Yeah, but that's easy. Booking stand-up comedy is that's the easy part.
What are you asking people?
No, not really.
Well,
but sometimes every now and then.
yeah.
I ask here and there.
I don't ask anybody,
but
and then I complain I don't have shows.
Yeah, that's fair. I do something similar to that.
It's fun. Well, welcome back, folks. We on the week hiatus. If you wanted to get a podcast with me last week, it would be a lot of groaning and moaning and just wishing for death. The gout attack was fucking brutal. It was horrible.
Are you in any Facebook groups for gout?
No, I
got to get in there.
It sucks because it's the thing that's like I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be associated.
This part.
What?
You're talking into the side of the microphone. There's nothing.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to the top of it. Whatever. But it's
like when you suck on a dick and you only suck it on the side,
dude. That's how I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
A side suck.
Yeah, I like a hickey on the side.
Yeah, welcome back to the Side Suck podcast. Everybody.
The woman, she has no idea how to do it. She just gives you a hickey on the side of your balls. I mean, shoot, I'd take it. I'd absolutely take it. But no, the gout, it completely debilitated me. I could not walk for a week. Legitimately could not walk. I'm just rolling around in my office chair in my house with one leg up, drinking just shit tons of water and pretty much starving myself. But I have decided to cut out sugar and alcohol, folks.
And I'm doubling up.
Yeah, well, Bruce is gonna have to pick up some slack from me.
I would have been.
I'm done with having these gout attacks. It's fucking brutal.
I bet there's some pretty funny gout Facebook groups. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
because there's Facebook groups for everything. I've been way into Facebook lately, dude.
I know. You switched your account over.
I
now
did.
You've got all those.
Well, people, dude, it's normal people, and they enjoy my comedy over there. I might just keep it. Hey guys, find me on Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm literally gonna start plugging Facebook everywhere and not plugging anything else.
Oh, also shout out to any doom scrollers over at the Doom Scroll Pod that ended last week. So yeah, if you found your way over here to Bag Fries,
why did they end? Did Isaac Hirsch fall into a straw?
Isaac fell into a straw. Yes, Isaac is very thin, but he's been working out.
Oh, is he jacked now?
Oh, yeah. He got, no, well, kind of. Yeah, he's getting a little jacked.
That's terrifying.
He took his game show winnings, which he recently won some money on a game show.
And he put it into what? Implants?
No. Into, he's paying for a personal trainer. Because I was like, hey, you got to, because I was giving him shit on the podcast. They had me on.
You were giving him shit for being too thin?
No, I was like, for not spending money. He's
always been like that, though.
He's very frugal, which we're all going to be so jealous of him.
Oh, yeah. I'm not at all. I'm awful.
Oh, you're the worst.
I really am.
You got 3 cents in your pocket. It's going to be gone by the end of the day.
I got crushed in Phoenix this weekend.
You'll be searching for a gumball machine so you can buy 3 gumballs at a penny a piece.
Dude, I got fucking crushed in Phoenix this weekend.
Did you spend a lot of extra money?
You know the story. Nobody else knows the story.
Before you get into that, but yeah, Hirsch. So he basically I was telling him he needs to spend some of his money on something. He says, I'm treating myself to a personal trainer. So he's been doing that. And he's looking a little svelte, you know? Damn, so be on the lookout for the new Isaac Hirsch.
The new and improved, the buff Isaac Hirsch.
Yeah. But Nick Oldershaw from Doom Scroll, he's moving to New York, so or East Coast more so. So this summer I'm going to be going to New York for about a month and getting like an Airbnb over there and just doing shows. Yeah. And then he's going to...
What day?
Friday.
No. I mean, what day? Because I'm going to be over there for a good amount of time.
It'll be sometime in July.
Oh, see, I'm going in August.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be for a month, so we'll see.
What's your big plan? Are you going to move? Are you going to leave your family and move to New York?
Yeah. No, I just want to go. I had so much fun in New York when I went there.
You better get some Heelys, dude.
Dude, I walked so much. I felt so good. But I'll probably get my rollerblades out. My lightning.
They light up. Yeah, dude. You have the brake on the back where you put your foot up. You should be like the rollerblade guy. You should rollerblade on stage.
The new and improved Darren Carter.
Dude, maybe whenever I host Pollock in a few weeks, I'll wear rollerblades the entire night.
That would be sick. And wrist guards.
Yeah. I'm just in my helmet and short shorts. That would be so funny.
That would be sick.
They might get mad at me. I don't know.
Why would they get mad at you?
What I really actually kind of want to do.
You would eat shit trying to get off that stage on rollerblades.
Over and over. I'd have to jump the stairs every time and just fall into the piano.
You should get like those inline speed skates where it's like they're like 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And one of the helmets that's aerodynamic.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll wear a skiing outfit with no skis on, just big boots and stuff.
That'd be pretty sick. Get that outfit from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. I kind of want to, I've been kind of thinking about it. It would be really fun if I could get like, what would I need? Just like somebody with a snare drum playing like brush sticks and maybe a guitar, and then somebody with a steel guitar. That would be really fun.
Well, you need a bass. Ideally, what?
Which would be drum, bass, steel guitar. You think?
Well, I mean, drum and bass by itself, minimal. Drum and bass, minimal. And then if there's 3, then you do the guitar.
Steel guitar.
I guess. I don't know. Steel guitar is not. I mean, I guess somebody could make it work. You'd have to find a steel guitar player, of course.
No shit.
But yeah,
dude, we used to torture my old roommate, this guy that me and my friend Tad, when we lived together with a bunch of strangers in the valley. Remember, we used to torture my roommate, who we fucking hated. We used to torture him because he was so annoying and like so pompous, but he loved drum and bass music.
Oh yeah,
and we would always call it German bass. We'd be like, "Oh, you go to a German bass show tonight?"
Stop it, man! Oh gosh,
fucking dude. So. In
All
Phoenix,
right, so you
great
lost
weekend.
a bunch of money in Phoenix.
It's It wasn't even that bad. It's just the annoying thing. Also, hey, thanks for everyone who came out, Tempe Improv, etc. Whatever. Didn't talk to anybody after the show, really.
Dude, most of the people that were there got a free ticket when they bought a smoothie.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know.
I used to doing the Irvine Improv, and the outskirts of LA. It would always be like, man, how the fuck?
Yeah, there are people.
Who are all these people from?
There are
we
people
all got
there.
haircuts. At
I
Joe's.
did because I did our Mine and Vokey show the first night, and then second night I did with Tim and Matt Bellick, and I always like doing their show because they are fucking masters at papering in a huge room. Yes. So it was fun and it was packed, and I even laughed about it to them because you could see like the stage from the back on the camera, and I'm always like, I like your guys' shows because you always get, mostly pretty respectable people out here. Mm-hmm. And then you also get the fringe of society a little bit on some of these shows because there were some fringe folks out there. Yeah, yeah. And then after the show, it's funny.
Some guys from the Capitol riots were there.
They're over there doing the meet and greet thing, and I'm like, I hate talking to people no matter how, but I can't. I don't want to do it.
You really you don't take advantage of your position. It's so funny because I'm like, yeah, I want to meet people. Hell yeah, let's do this. And
it's so like, no. I think it's so not. What's the word? It's not what's expecting. Like, it's so fucking. I'm trying to think of what
anticlimactic.
It's anticlimactic, but it's also kind of like. It feels pompous to me sometimes to be like, "Hey, you guys saw me up there, and now you bet you want to meet me."
Yeah, well,
it's like maybe, but I mean, I don't like expecting that. I was like,
you know how you would have not lost any money though is if you would have done that and sold, beer koozies or something.
I'm well aware of all that, and I
had to give teachers guns, beer koozies.
I think I ended up breaking even, whatever. But so do the show. Wednesday, me and Vokey do our show. Really, really fun. Everything was fucking great. Mm-hmm. And then we went out to a bar after. Great time. Ate, blah, blah, blah. Went back. Great times. Now, I was talking everybody into going to a spring training game because there's spring training out there. And there's 8 stadiums around town. There's a bunch of them you could go to. And
it's a home for spring training for a lot of places, right?
So it's Phoenix and Florida is where they do it all. So it's like around town. And so I talked them into going. We decide we go to the Cubs A's spring training because it's the closest one to us, and none of us have a car there.
Yeah.
Where I was trying to talk everybody going to the Dodgers one that would have been like a $50 Uber, whatever. We go to the one that's like a $6 Uber. It's down the street. Go there. Beautiful day. First day it's raining. Beautiful day. We're out there. Yeah. We're on the outfield berm. It's like the lawn is like a berm. It's nice. It's sunny.
Wait, you're on the field?
No. In the outfield.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's like a lawn in the outfield. Like it's all grass, and we're laying in the grass. It's beautiful.
That's cool.
Having some cocktails, having a couple vodka sodas, dude. Nice, perfect little buzz going on. 9th inning. The entire time, I'm like,
bottom of the net.
Every time that the right fielder is done warming up, this guy, Brendan Davis, shout out Brendan Davis. I know you're listening, dude. Every time I'm like yelling to him, and I like get his info on the phone because Matt Bellick's a huge Cubs fan. And I'm like, yeah, Brennan. Yeah, He's from Chandler, Arizona. So I'm like, Chandler, Arizona, baby. And then he went to Miami Hurricanes. And I'm like, Hurricanes, Brendan Davis, let's go. Like, just whatever. So 9th inning. I stand up and I'm like, he's done warming up. I'm like, Brandon, come on, throw up. And he literally throws it to me. I'm up off the fence a few feet.
Wait, he tosses it to you?
Yeah. He tossed it to me at my request. I understand everything. Trust me, I understand. He tossed. I asked him to toss. I even pointed to a kid because I have no use for a baseball. I know.
Toss me the ball.
I went like this. There was a little kid in a bunch of Cubs saying he's too young, doesn't have a glove. I pointed at him and I was like, I just want to catch the ball. I do that every time. I catch it. I write my phone number on it. I give it to a kid. He throws me the ball.
Don't tell your parents you don't get the gift.
Throws me the ball. Immediately, he throws it to me. I'm psyched. And I'm like, oh. And I take a step back because I see the ball coming. Look up, directly into the sun. Direct sun. Ball is I missed the ball completely.
Did he just chuck it up in the air?
He tossed it up to me, but it's like, the angle. I look, just let me tell the fucking story.
The sun setting?
It was direct into the sun. Okay. And then I realized, oh dear, I've lost it in the sun. The smart thing would have do just to bow out of the whole situation completely.
No, not you.
But So I take a step back with my left foot because I'm going to brace myself, and I'm trying to find the ball so I can fucking do that. Ball comes. It goes. I go to do one of these numbers with my hands. It goes directly through my hands, hits me in the left thigh, which is where my phone is located, and my phone is glass down on my leg.
Yeah.
So it's back up. Hits directly in the middle of where the Apple sign is. I have a case on. Directly where the Apple sign is on my phone. Bounces and rolls like 10 feet away. Little kid grabs it. I turn
Mission
around.
accomplished.
I turn around whenever I turn around, and I'm like, God damn it. And then there's this fucking redneck right there who spits into a bottle and looks at me and goes, and that's why you don't throw it to a big kid. I swear to God. And so I go over there and I realize my phone is now broken. My phone is now broken.
Did you just
My
hide
phone
your
is-
head in shame?
I literally went and laid back down on the grass, and I was like, oh man, I was like, my phone. I was like, in my head, I was like, it's probably the SIM card just lodged. I gotta just take it out, put it back in. Got to restart my phone.
Nope.
Maybe got to update it because that's what it's telling me. I was like, that'd be a weird coincidence. So then, now my phone only works on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I'm one of these. Can I have the Wi-Fi password guys now? You know those guys, the Wi-Fi password guys.
Dude,
I turned into one of those guys.
I had some Australian people stop me at the comedy store and ask me for the Wi-Fi, and I was just like,
Bitch, I don't work here.
"No, we don't have."
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now because I all the time at the comedy store, I get asked for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Yeah.
So now I'm one of these Wi-Fi guys.
Well, you called me for hope.
I
which was
FaceTimed
so
you for hope,
funny.
bitch.
You were just like, "Hey, man, this is a
I
situation.
FaceTimed you from the club.
What do you think?" It's just like, I just gotta like shake it a little, and it'll work again, right? And I was like, "No, I think if you're out of warranty, you're done. You got to do it. You have insurance." It's like, "Yeah,
I have
file an
insurance.
insurance claim."
If I would have had Apple Care, they would have replaced my phone on the spot.
Of course, but you have the other insurance. It's just as good.
Yeah, but I knew it would take it's an overnight
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, we go to the AT&T store. They're not giving me a lot of hope.
Yeah.
There is cornhole inside of the AT&T store. We played a banging game of cornhole. Me, Matt Bellick, Tim Hanlon, and Danny Braff having a great time playing cornhole.
time.
One gnarly cornhole game inside the AT&T store while we're waiting for my phone to get fucked. Go from there. I'm like, God damn it, I'm fucked. Go do the show that night. The next day, we fucking go to the Scottsdale Mall. Go to the Apple store. You know, the fucking geniuses over at the Apple store. They basically tell me I'm fucked. I go to the insurance place. I'm like, kind of last hope. I'm like, maybe they can fucking.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like,
Maybe what my friend Kevin told me is true.
No, I knew what you told me was true, bitch. But I thought maybe they'll crack the bitch open and just plug something back in. Is what I thought. Something became dislodged, but they wouldn't even take a look at it.
Dude, those fuckers don't replace. They don't repair anything.
I'm Ubering all over fucking Phoenix because I'm trying to find some fucking hope for my phone. Where I really should have just been like, it's fucked. I'll fix it when I get home.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me try to find some fucking hope in this fucking godforsaken land. But also, so then we had an Airbnb Wednesday and Thursday night, and then Friday night, those guys were all leaving, and then I had a show in a Don't Tell show, which I didn't realize is fucking 25 minutes outside of Phoenix. This specific one in Peoria.
Yeah.
At this baseball training facility, which, dude, of course, because there's
cool.
like trained major leaguers out there.
Yeah.
And this guy, the owner,
Is he Don Mattingly, dude?
the owner of the place is like telling me about all the guys that he trains there, and I'm fucking jizzing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, he wants me to fucking kick it after the show and fucking hit and do all this stuff. You know what the issue is? This guy won't shut up about how Brian Callen is his best friend.
Okay.
So I'm like, I got to get out of here. I got to split. It's like there's so many. This is my dream. I get to hang out with this guy who's fucking.
Why? Because he's best friends with Brian. Was Brian there?
No, but he won't stop talking about him, about what a good guy he is, and it's like I disagree.
You've heard some things.
I know some things.
You know some. things.
I'm a victim of something. No.
Oh wow.
So,
I had no
so then
idea.
I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. It was just a lot, and I was like, my flight was super early. And so I just, literally just hung out in a Starbucks all fucking day long on Friday, just all day in the Starbucks. Now I was reduced to one of these types of guys, the Wi-Fi guy, the Starbucks for too long guy, the fucking, and then this, get this. Also, they were making fun of me which in general, after the the second Tempe show, they're all doing their meet and greet, and I'm over in the corner. And truly, this isn't me tooting my own horn or anything, but truly, I'm talking to like a group of 8 Arizona State college chicks. Come up and I'm like, yeah, I like that bath one. And I'm like, oh, cool, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm in the corner, and I see those guys across the room.
You're with all the other comics?
No, I'm not. I'm in the corner by myself, and those guys are across the room staring at me like, literally, I see them out like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah. And I'm literally just like, there's these 8 college women where either way, I'm just going to be like, hey, thanks for coming.
Right.
I didn't even tell them my Instagram or anything. I was just like, yeah, thanks, appreciate it, whatever. Literally, I'm over there just I'm complaining to these 8 college women about my phone and how annoying it is that it broke.
So lame, dude.
What am I gonna? What am I? What I'm gonna be like? Yeah, I'm actually like, oh yeah, we're going.
Oh, you go. Hey, thanks for coming to the show. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's the only thing that matters nowadays.
Yeah, I should.
Nowadays, these young folks.
But anyways.
By the way, so Bruce calls me and he's like complaining, and he's like almost in tears. Like,
I'm not almost in tears.
I can't believe my phone. I can't use my phone. I haven't been able to walk in a week. When he calls me at this time, I've literally been in my bed and I'm just like, Bruce, it'll be okay.
I wasn't crying. I was more like a beaten dog.
Yeah.
I was just beaten down by like a fucking dog. And then the club managers give me the runaround on the Wi-Fi, and he's like, "Yeah, we actually just got new Wi-Fi. I don't even know the password." And I was like, "Motherfucker, you gotta fucking know the password." Like I hate that. I'm motherfuckering everybody under my breath, and
I always love it when you're at a big corporation and there's something that's super easy to figure out, and they're just like, I don't know.
Yeah. So I hit the sauce pretty hard that night. Hit it pretty hard. Didn't realize it, but apparently we were at the Waffle House at 4 a.m. Apparently,
you didn't realize it.
I don't. I mean, I did. I looked at my phone the next day and saw the pictures I took of all of us at the Waffle House,
wow.
The empty Waffle House at 4 a.m.
You got fucked.
I remember it, but I don't remember it being 4 a.m.
Yeah,
but because so after the show on Wednesday, we go to this bar across the street called Devil's Advocate in Tempe, Arizona. Great food. So we're chilling, super quiet bar. You know, touch tunes, playing some music. We're talking shit, me and Vokey and Hanlon and Bellick and this dude Danny Braff. We're having a great time, chilling, all this.
Yeah.
So then the next day they're like, yeah, we'll go back to Devil's Advocate tonight after the show. And I'm like, that's easy, fuck yeah. And then they're like, yeah, my friend, Matt's like, my friend's the bartender. He said he'll get us in. I'm like, fucking get us in. We walked right in last night, no problem. This Thursday night in Tempe, Arizona, we go into this fucking place, this godforsaken fucking bar.
Yeah.
It is jam-packed like I've never seen a place in years. It is so unbelievably crowded with brain-dead fucking college students. You know what I'm saying? It's just like unbelievable. And I'm like, at first I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. And then I was like, whatever. I'm just drinking. We're drinking, I think, for free. And I'm just drinking, and then we're hanging out, and like, I'm literally more just watching people like this is. I don't want to talk to any of these people. I want to just. And then Danny he's a New York comic. He does the Vinnie Brand Stress Factory a lot, and so he thought it was He thought it was very funny, and I also did for him to keep walking around to these Arizona State college girls and asking them if they knew who Vinnie Brand was, which it was a pretty solid fun bit. It was pretty fucking funny, and then. Yeah, and then I don't know. One of the Matt or Tim is like talking about the Tempe Improv, and then these dumb college people are like,
you ever go to the UC Santa Barbara show?
Laughology?
Yeah.
No, I never have.
I used to do that. I've done that show probably like 10 times, and it's like that every time. Afterwards, you go to some bar or a hot dog shop. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and it's just like shoulder to shoulder, a bunch of people, like a bunch of drunk chicks.
Oh yeah, there was not one person who was over the age of 21 in this bar. It was nuts. I didn't love it, but we were there for a while. People kept asking about the show, and I would point to Tim, and I'd be like, yeah, he actually was the headliner tonight, but he's kind of racist. And they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. Dude, but so then after the Don't Tell, I caught a ride back into the fucking civilization with this comic, this cool dude. I fucking wish I could remember his name off the top of my head. It's on Instagram.
Wow.
And then Joel Jimenez and Jeremiah Watkins were at CB Live, so I went over and hung out with them till like 2:30ish or so.
What's CB Live?
It's at one of the clubs there. There's like a million comedy clubs there.
That's great.
I went and hung with them for a while in the green room, and then literally just went from there to the airport. My flight was at like 6:30, so I went to the airport at like 3:00.
In the morning?
Yeah. You ever been to a not super busy airport in the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah.
This is a spooky fucking place, dude.
Yeah.
There's a weird, people are dead, it seems like. People are just like, oh, like, there's like dead bodies strewn about the terminals. I'm like, God.
Everybody's sleeping in random places.
And it's like, God, I literally sit down. I don't realize that I sit down like 15 feet away from, like, have my headphones on. I'm like doing my own thing. I pull up my computer and then I look up and there's firefighters surrounding this guy who's holding a trash bag. And then I like take one of my ear pods out because I'm like, I wonder what's going on with these guys. And literally that guy just starts like belching. He's like, bleh, 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 and just starts vomiting into this bag. And I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here, dude. And so I literally closed my laptop
and leave.
I didn't leave the airport, but I went to a terminal that I was not even flying in because of that guy vomiting into the fucking bag 15 feet away from me.
At least the firemen were there to help.
Yeah, I don't know what they were gonna do.
They just squirt him.
Yeah, they're spraying him off. I was like, what is fucking going on? It is a spooky, kooky place.
Rough flight, man. No, I used the Yosemite National International Airport. I used to fly out of all the time back when I was working for corporate T-Mobile, and I'd take early flights all the time because we have 8:00 meetings, in Seattle or whatever, and so then I'd get there at 4 a.m. and same shit. There'd be a dude trying to sell crack out in the front, and then you walk inside.
Kooky.
It's wild. It's really wild. I do like one of the things I love about airports is the shoe shine.
There was a shoe shine booth, but there was no shoe shiner.
Dude, what's going on? Come on now. I just asked you to, put the phone away for an hour.
I'm waiting for an email. I was checking to see if it was my email, but I just got asked about Delta feedback. And then this very nice non-binary friend of mine working behind the Delta counter fucking upgraded me to Comfort Plus.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to complain about my day.
That's nice.
Oh, dude. I'm in the Uber from my Starbucks home to the Don't Tell.
Wait, what?
My home base Starbucks that I was at for quite a while. In the Uber, talking to this guy, younger guy. We're talking about whatever. I'm like, my fucking phone. What a funny story, huh? Everybody that I told that story literally laughed in my face.
Well, yeah.
Even the insurance guy on the phone, Indian fella in another country, like I tell him the story and he goes, like, and trying not to laugh. And he goes, that is a very unfortunate story, my friend. And I'm like, I know.
So are you a fat guy? So hold on. No, you can't catch. So he threw a ball to you, yes?
And you're too fat.
Is it because you're too fat that you can't catch balls? You're like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Dude, that's the thing, too. I'm so sure-handed. Barehanded, I am a sure-handed motherfucker, dude. And then I
got a couple of cold ones in you.
Even Bellick and Handler were laying in the grass, and they said, we're going to stay back here and play the ricochet.
Okay.
Play the rebound, they said. I looked over my shoulder, and you know what I told them? There's not going to be no rebound.
Because you're going to catch
Because I'm going to catch the fucking ball. And so
fucking walking around with a 40 in your hands.
I'm in the Uber and I'm talking to this guy. We're talking about whatever. I tell him the phone thing. We're talking about Phoenix. It's like a 30-minute Uber ride. And he's I was telling him that I think the food in Phoenix is great and underrated. I love Phoenix a lot. And he goes, oh yeah, my wife is a chef actually. And I was like, oh, that's what's up, dude. Cool.
Nice.
And then we're talking more. I was like, is your wife still like doing like kitchen stuff? And he goes, actually, she just took our 1-year-old son and ran off.
Jesus.
I know.
Wait, who was this? The Uber driver?
The Uber driver. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, literally just more and more piling on this story of how his wife just ran off with his son and he wants her back more than anything. And it gets to the point where I'm trying to
You're the wrong guy to talk about any of that shit.
And that's literally, this started off because I was complaining about my phone being broken. And now he's like, yeah, my life is in shambles.
You're like outside of the 9/11 towers after they fell. You're like, my fucking phone doesn't even work. And
Dude.
people are like, ah!
Yeah.
Giuliani's like, it's the greatest tragedy. You're like, yeah, fucking, of course, because my fucking antenna got disconnected,
dude. And so he's telling me all this, and it gets to a point where he's telling me this story where I'm like, I got to keep this guy in positive spirits for the next 12 minutes because I feel like he might drive off the fucking road and kill us both. I literally was starting to get the feeling that he was going to say, you know what, fuck this.
He goes, my wife ran off with my kid. I want her back. I ain't got nothing. You know what it is. You're a fat guy who can't catch.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
how hard life is?
He was telling,
Let's just jump
he
off
was
this bridge.
crushing me with this story, and he's just like, it was just a brutally sad story. I was like, hey, at least, you're young. You better to get this stuff out of the way now and then later. I respect your keep goingness, whatever the word I'd said in the moment. And I was like, please, literally in my head, I'm like, don't crash the car and kill us both.
Yeah.
Don't crash the car and kill us both.
See, if I was in that car, I would have just been like, oh my God, can you pull over so I can get in the front seat? And then I would have just been like, just lay it out, buddy. Stop driving.
Sucked him off.
Oh, no, I would have.
I should have asked him, like, you been getting any pussy?
Well, that's probably where I would have turned it to. It would have been like, yeah, well, so how long ago? I was like, yesterday. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, try your best, but then after a week, like, go out there and hit.
Best way to get over somebody is get underneath someone else, buddy.
That's right.
You ever done reverse cowgirl?
Me?
No, that's what I tell him, the Uber driver, and then I have to start having gay sex with him to cheer him up.
No, I don't like any situation where a woman's dominant. I refuse reverse cowboy, forward cowgirl, whatever. It's just another woman trying to get over a man. You know what I mean? Saying. I put it in. You know what I mean? I do the one on the top.
Dude, it was. I
give you the 3 seconds.
I felt like I felt like such an asshole because I fucking. And then at that Starbucks, I think there was 2 parents telling these kids they're getting divorced or something because the kids are crying. I'm telling, dude, Friday was a long, weird day.
Dude, I had to serve I went with my buddy to Starbucks to meet his wife there to serve her divorce papers.
What are you doing there?
Witness. I had to be a witness because there was all this legal.
Was she like, Kevin? And you're like, I don't know.
No, I legitimately was like, I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off, dude, because I'm just like, hey, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, probably not a great day,
Anyway. She's mad. Was she mad at you?
Oh, no, she was furious. She wasn't mad at me. She was just furious in general.
I'd be mad at you.
And I was cracking jokes.
If you showed up with Kelly to serve me divorce papers, I'd be like, what the fuck?
No, I would show up with you to serve Kelly. And the whole time I'd be like, yeah, well, the good thing about it is you got a lot of choices. This guy, probably not so much.
Is that what you were doing?
I was doing a little bit of that.
The way that people use Starbucks as a public meeting place. There's a guy next to us at the thing. I'm going earpods in, no music because I'm eavesdropping on a lot of things. Yeah. This guy's trying to get this other guy to start flying planes with him. He's like talking about flight training. This guy that wants to get into flight school or something. I'm just poking around. There's so much weird. This guy's trying to sell somebody else a house at a Starbucks. It's other guy. It's like, that sucks for. Do they like that? Is that what they want? They want the weirdest meetings of people ever. You got me and fucking Danny Braff in the corner, like homeless fucking vagabonds.
I used to go there for study groups. I was there for script, like rewrites.
There's 2 old guys outside arguing about the Bible.
Oh yeah. Oh, I definitely went there for some Bible studies.
They're arguing about the Bible while I'm talking on the phone to my phone insurance.
I've had 2. Actually, one of them was at Uncle Harry's, but it might as well be a Starbucks. Uncle Harry's is like this bagel shop in Fresno. It's a New York bagel shop in Fresno. But very good bagels, by the way. Uncle Harry's, shout out.
I had a Panera bagel in the airport at like 3:30 in the morning.
Too corporate for me.
I went over. Panera. I was like. Because everything online said it wasn't open, and I went over to this Panera. I was like, "You guys open?" And some guy's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, asshole. So go on with
people. I would have conversation like, you ever meet somebody and they're just like, this is because outside of Los Angeles, people exist where they're nice to each other and they're not just looking for like my opportunity or whatever. Like they're not just like trying to like market themselves or whatever. What am I going to get out of this? So you'd have conversations with people, especially church stuff. and people would be like, "Hey, you want to get coffee?" I'm like, absolutely. This happened to me twice. He goes, "Hey, let's go get coffee. I'd love to buy you a coffee." I'm like, "Sure, I like coffee. I'm just a nice guy." I'm like, "Hey, it's a new opportunity for a new friend right here."
And you get there and they want to have sex with you?
No, I get there, and after about 10 minutes of masturbation, they go, "Hey, so I want to tell you about this business plan. I think you would be really
it's like
good at it."
MLM shit?
Yeah. I remember the first one was like, man, the guy was fucking buttering my roll for so long. Just going, man, I love the way you handle yourself, the way you're able to, communicate with people, and you just seem like a natural leader. And I'm opening up a business. I'm trying to open up a new business, and I've been looking for someone to manage it. And I think you might be my guy. And I'm like, oh, really? And it's like this long. It's like 15 minutes to get to. So here it is. It's Amway, and it's like he's going like, you buy all the groceries at the store. Might as well buy groceries from yourself, right? And then you buy, and then maybe you get 5 people. They buy groceries from you too, right? And now we're talking about big. And I was just like, and then the whole time I'm just.
You
like,
hear him out, or do you just split immediately?
No, I hear him out. I can't. I'm not. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna sit there and be like, okay. I usually be like, I'll tell them straight up, like, no, I'm not interested in that. I'm pretty comfy with where I'm at and whatnot. And they're like, well, that's the thing about this is it doesn't have to be your primary source of income. This could be. A lot of people do this on the side. It takes no extra time and you make all this money. And I'm like, nah, I'm okay. So I'll do that to get out of it. But like, I can't handle the bait and switch kills me.
Yeah.
The other one,
I mean, it's disrespectful and it's insulting to your intelligence.
Yeah. The other one, when I was at church, the people would sign up these newcomer cards or whatever, and
Newcomer,
yeah,
church.
Oh, shit. I was a newcomer when I was like 10. But it would say, I want to meet with somebody from the church to talk about whatever, and there was a big pool of people that they would assign to these people that would say, hey, I want to meet somebody from the church. I go, okay. So I met this one guy at Uncle Harry's, and we're sitting down, and I'm just like, he basically signed up. He wanted to do a Bible study with somebody. And I was like, so when I got there, I was just like, hey, nice to meet you, small talk. And I'm like, so, what kind of Bible study are you trying to get into? And he's just like, I don't know, like I just want to like get some. I'm like, okay, cool, we can figure that out or whatever. And he's like, he goes, wait, hold on. Why did you call me? And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, why did you call me? And I was like, for this to meet? He's, yeah, why? And I go, well, you put your name on the card and you asked somebody to reach out to you.
You asked somebody to call you.
Yeah, so I reached out to you. And he's like, yeah, but I met you that day, though, at the church. And I was like, yeah, that's why it made sense that I would call you. And he's like, so you're only here because they told you to come meet me here. And I was like, I would have also come if you just invited me to coffee. And he's like, this is ridiculous, and got up and left. And so I'm sitting there I'm just like, and because at this time in my life too, even more so than now, I would never go, oh, that guy's just a psycho. I would go, what did I do? I screwed that up. And I'm just sitting there just going like, fuck. I'm like, I don't know. And then I try to reach out. It was so uncomfortable.
And he just split?
He just split. Never saw him again.
What was he expecting?
I have no idea. He asked, because it all started because he asked me, he presented something about some Bible question or whatever. And so I was like telling him what like I thought was the answer. And then he basically was like, oh, I know that. Like, I know all that stuff. And I was just like, okay. And then he's like, why did you call me? I'm like, what are we doing? It was just very weird.
Odd, yeah.
So the only reason you did that is because they told you to call me because I signed a thing. Yeah. He's like, okay.
How else would I have gotten your phone number, you jack off?
Weird, dude. I've run into so many weird people under the auspices of church stuff, and just like,
well, yeah, that's also a weird thing to do, is to ask somebody from the church to call you.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's also proactive, like, because he could have made a great friend that day. You know what I mean? He could have. I would have. We could still be friends now. We could be lifelong friends. I'm down. You know what I mean? I'm easy easy to be friends with, you know?
I don't know about that.
You know it's true. I pursue this relationship, Bruce.
Get out of town.
I'm telling you what. I mean,
Come in here and you pester me.
Bruce used to live in a trailer park in the middle of a field,
live in a
17 and a half miles outside of town. And I would have to bribe a guy just to get out there to drive him to these random bullshit open mics.
Yeah, we're both better people because of it.
That's right. But, you know, even at that time, I could tell you're like, oh, fuck, this fucking guy. Like, it's a good thing he's giving me a ride.
It's like, why did you call me? Why did you call me? Oh, you just called because the open mic committee told me that you had to call me?
You told me you snapped your Achilles and wrecked your car. And you live in Mendota, but you're trying to do mics in L.A.
This is ridiculous. That's what I am. This is ridiculous.
By the way, we need to go out to, for 4th of July or New Year's, we need to go out one of those mountain areas again.
Where you could see the whole town? Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
And have gay sex with that guy from the church.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude. Damn, I'm trying to think back of when was the last time we did the podcast. 'Cause we went to Magic Castle. That was fucking dope.
That was great. Yeah, we went to Magic Castle for Tyler Gizar's bachelor party.
Yeah, dude.
And then I had a pre-planned trip to the Magic Castle months earlier for 2 days after. So I went Wednesday and Friday. And we saw, what was that guy's name, the close-up?
Jeff Kaler.
Jeff Kaler.
I believe Jeff Kaler.
Follow Jeff Kaler.
Yeah,
check him out. Yeah, it is.
One of the most
Kaler.
entertaining things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Absolutely mind-blowing. All close-up. I think the intimacy of like close-up magic is way better than what's on stage.
Yeah.
Like the big stage, the big stage show we watched, which was like Mitch and Murray or some bullshit. I can't remember what it was. I liked one of the guys. One of the guys just talked. He's just talking most of the time.
That bird is going hard, bro.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
God damn. It's funny because I looked over to double check to see if the windows were open.
well, that bird is a big fan of big magic
That's
shows.
probably him right now.
He likes his favorite magic show when David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty
Dude,
disappear.
how funny was it after the show whenever we went, because we had Kaylee Chase was there. She's in with the Magic Castle. She was our liaison. So we got to go back and like meet
awesome
some of the
of her
people.
to
Like
do that.
it was fucking fun as shit. But we got to go hang out with the two homeboys after, and we're talking about this and that and the other thing and whatever and blah blah blah. And then I was trying to create conversation, talking about another guy that I saw that I also really enjoyed. Hey, they're both Vegas people. I figured they knew each other.
Yeah.
So I bring up this guy to him. I don't know if you were in this conversation or if you were
wasn't.
talking to the other guy. I bring up this guy to him. I'm like, oh, do you know this other guy? And he goes, oh, yeah, I know him. He married my ex-wife. And I go,
He's great.
And I go, oh, okay. But he was cool. He was Joe. He was like, so this better be fucking good. And it's like he's joking, and he was like, no, it's good for him. They also got divorced, so now they're good for him. But it was
great.
It was very funny when he's like, yeah, I know him. He fucking married my ex-wife.
That was great.
Yeah, there was a lot of talking going on in there, and the close-up thing, Jeff Kaler.
Amazing.
Truly, I don't think I've ever seen anything as good as that.
It was really cool.
And not even outside of magic, just overall unbelievable, seamless, funny. Bent a quarter in half by just holding it in his hand in front of everybody. That was odd.
He didn't do that when we were there when I went on Friday, which I was bummed about. But he did everything else.
The shrimps. He had these fake rubber shrimps that he was moving around. These little.
I told my wife, I go, keep an eye on the shrimp. And then every time, just like we did, she goes, I forgot to look for the shrimp. And then,
because he'll be doing
just appear.
He'll be doing 3 tricks at one time, and then he'll be like, "Now open your mouth," and there's a shrimp. Literally, he's just like,
it was on a guy's shoulder.
Yeah,
it's like, and look, where's the shrimp? And look over, it's on this guy's shoulder. And everybody's like, oh, including the guy's like, oh.
I kept telling Kevin that he should stand in the back and be like, wait. Wait, hold on hold on.
You interrupt
everyone. And he's like, you okay back there? Hold on. Okay.
I'm like, this guy good.
Okay. And nobody saw him come back here, right? No. Okay. Right. Yo. Okay. All right. And then you come back and you walk up to the front and then you go, look where he put the shrimp, and then you have your flaccid penis out of your zipper.
How did he do it? Did anybody else see it?
Nobody saw that, right?
Make it fried. Make it a fried shrimp.
Yeah, he had fried shrimp. He was throwing. These little rubber shrimp. He had an uncooked one and a fried one, and he would maneuver them in and out.
It was a fun night, though, man. It was a lot of fun.
I called that guy's friend an idiot to him without knowing it was his friend. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was cool though.
It reminded me of the old days because in Fresno I was in a bunch of weddings but friends we'd do stuff
Magic?
together and it would be like a thing.
You and your
know?
friends would do magic.
Oh, we'd always do magic. It was usually like, where are my pants? I don't know. But
Where's your dick? Oh,
but it was cool because like we showed up. I went and pick up Zach Stein. Shout out Zach Stein, 69. Non-racist. That's what a bargain. I love Zach. But I picked him up, which was good to hang out with him because I haven't seen him in a while since he got back from Detroit. Detroit?
Ish.
Yeah, he's in Michigan. Anyway, picked him up. There's a little smoking area in like this like covered like, and there's only one little exit in the smoking area. It's between the building and
Parking lot.
The parking lot.
Smoking reefer.
Yeah, and we were out there, dude. And Zach basically had what looked like a pack of cigarettes, but it was just full of J's, just a bunch of joints in there. And so we got nice and toasted. And by the way, my foot is already pretty fucked up at this time. It's not like horrible, but I'm limping. You know what I mean? Like it's not doing great. But I'm just like, there's been so many times where my shit was fucked up. I didn't change my diet, nothing at all, and it just got better. And so I'm like, it's my buddy's bachelor party. I'm like, I'm fucking smoking it up. So I'm high as a kite. And then Tyler gets there with you. We're all dressed up. We're looking fucking slick.
I had my Bruce pinky ring on.
Dude.
I had a pinky ring on that says Bruce on it.
It was sick, man. I felt so good dressing up and going and doing something. And like,
You had a great pastor suit on.
oh, I had my great pastor. Dude, I did a couple altar calls.
It was
I go, bro,
Kevin's suit, very pastorish.
dude, my suit. Dude, and that's one of the reasons why I had to. I'm like, I'm cutting out sugar. I'm like, I'm actually going to attempt to make a lifestyle change because it was humiliating to pull out Bruce.
Nobody notices anything.
No, not extra.
It was humiliating at the Magic Castle.
In my own mind, in my own bedroom.
In my mind.
I pulled out because I've got a lot of suits, so just from over the years. I do.
It's funny because I was like, we got to wear suits, and you were like, I don't have anything.
Well, because I
see.
I didn't have anything that fit.
I see.
So I was like, and the only thing that really did fit me was this double-breasted jacket. And a double-breasted suit looks great, but it kind of has to be fitted. And this shit was too big. And you can't leave a double-breasted suit open. It just doesn't look right. So this is all going through my head. But I've got like 6 suits and I'm trying them all. And none of the fucking pants are fitting. And then the one I got, I got it. And it's like, it doesn't match the jacket that I want to wear though. And then I was like, and then my belt. And then I can't wear a brown belt with black shoes. And then I was just like, but I was sweating, trying on pairs of pants. And I just like, beating myself, sweating through my undershirt, trying on these different shirts. And then I find one that looks good, it's got a stain on it. And I was just like, I was just so disheartened. Anyway, so when we got there, and I only had like 2 Moscow mules, but it was enough. Oh, and that Asian lady.
There was an Asian woman who was really into Kevin for some reason.
No clue why. Turns out she was a comedian.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
But yeah, it was very
Kevin told her shit, he was a cop.
What?
You told her that you were a cop.
When?
At the bar. She was like, what do you do? You're like, I'm a cop.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, I was just fucking with her though. But yeah, she.
We're over in the corner eating banana cream pie, and this chick wouldn't leave Kevin alone.
It was funny. I mean, she was very nice, but I had gone up front for one of the magic tricks.
Oh yeah,
and it was very charming. Very charming on stage.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? Kevin got called up on stage for one of these magic tricks, and I knew that he was stoned out of his mind. And I leaned over to Brian, and just right when you got on stage, I leaned over to Brian, and I said, "He is going to fuck this up." I said, "He's so high and stupid that he is going to ruin. He is going to ruin the magic trick," and you did.
No, I didn't.
You did for a second.
For a second. No, I fucked him up because this dude is trying to pull a fast one on me, dude.
You were trying to pull a fast one on him.
Absolutely. Don't try to.
Just go with the flow.
Try to come at me with
that guy
your
was good
magic.
though. That guy knew all kinds of numbers.
Oh, he had the time. He kept doing the time.
Yeah, he was pouring out an hourglass into his hand, and he was like, "Sometimes you have too much time,
and sometimes the time flies.
And sometimes you take the time and you pour the sand into your pee hole. And he pulled out his dick and squeezed it open.
Here you go. He gives us some. He goes, take your time. It was. I mean, it was very clever. But he handed me this book, and I was supposed to flip to it and read a name in this book, and then tell it to another guy who was supposed to be reading my thoughts or whatever, what the name was. So he goes, all right, flip through it and then stop whenever you want and look at it, and you have a name in your mind. So I'm flipping through it. The fucking thing, it had like every dozenth page or every 12th page or whatever, it would be sticking out. Like a thicker one would be sticking out. So as you were flipping through it, you would have to stop. So what I did was like, I'm not going to let this fucker try to. This is too obvious.
Just go with the flow.
I stuck my thumb in there. I grabbed one of the in-between pages. I ripped that one open. And I looked, and all it said was comedian. And I was like, wow, this could be epic. If this is he's gonna be like,
you're trying to stump the guy instead of just going.
Hell, yeah, dude.
Why would you try to stump him?
Because I want to see real magic, buddy.
It was real magic.
I want to see the magic.
He did crush it with that other guy.
Yeah, well,
he ended up with the Tom Cruise thing, and also Kevin had to write Tom Cruise on a piece of paper, and he spelled Cruise wrong.
That's right, because I wanted to fuck him over. Because here's the deal. Because
you ended up making. All that you ended up doing was make yourself look like such a fucking dipshit. you picked that guy Howie or whatever. That guy who looked like a football coach. You guys crushed it.
I mean, it was entertaining. It got all done, but yeah, dude,
But Kevin was like, "Oh, wait, what?"
No, I was never.
Yeah,
I was so charming, dude. The whole time,
I literally leaned over to Brad and said, "He's gonna fuck this up."
Dude, a lot of people came up afterwards. They're like, "We were hoping he'd get off stage and you'd keep going." That's what a lot of people said.
They said we wanted to see your act.
Yeah, they wanted to see more me, and I was like, "Well, hey, said good luck."
It was fun to go.
I got a show coming up in 3 months. I've been promoting for a while, so
it was.
It's at a gas station if you want to come.
It was a fun bit to every single room we walked into there because there's like a million little theaters there. Be like, dude, we should do a stand-up show here. Dude, we should like. Then there was that
take it over
magician who I thought was Billy Joel, and then
really looked like modern day
dude. It looked
Billy
exactly like Billy Joel,
like fat, balding Billy Joel. Yeah.
Also, man, yeah, it's funny. It's funny to kind of study magicians because you kind of have to be like zany a little bit, or you have to be like very put together and like all this. Because there was that one guy we saw. There was a fat dude who had 2 wristwatches on, and one of them kept popping open. And I was like, I don't trust a fucking thing this guy says.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking
Tyler
about.
was asleep in the fucking audience of that one.
Tyler, dude, because he was having a great time, and we were trying to, extinguish his good time at all. But also, like, there was a couple of points where he's like, "I'm gonna get another beer." It's like, Tyler, you're good, man. You gotta just hold off for a little bit, like let it flat. No, I think it was he was gonna go get a shot or something.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe we take it easy.
Like maybe
because also it was like if it was just us there and there wasn't like a person that is very in there, kind of like taking us all around, I would have been like, let's fucking go nuts. But I was like, maybe you don't puke on the fucking carpet here.
Well, and most people were there spending like $300 a person just to be there.
We got fucking hooked up.
We got hooked up because I went there on Friday. Did not get hooked up, and ended up spending a lot of money that I did not expect to spend.
Well, because you have to get dinner there usually.
Got to get dinner. So the guy comes out for the dinners, and he's like, "You're gonna want to try this special. It's for 2. It's $275." Yeah, dude, it was wild. And but yeah, I ended up getting. Here's how stupid I am. Okay, and this is why I was just like, I need to make a lifestyle change because, look. Wednesday, I'm drinking. I'm having a good time. I'm not having a great walking experience. My body is not happy, but my brain, I'm having a blast. I'm with my closest friends. We're celebrating. We're not going anywhere. There's no jockeying for position. It's just we're there having a good time. And then I'm drinking whatever. So Friday comes around, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to keep having a good time. And it's even worse. Friday, the gout is in full effect. I told Jenny I'm not going, and she's like, "You're not gonna go?" And I'm like, "I just go without me, baby. I just don't. This is brutal." And she's like, "Oh, well," because I couldn't even put shoes on. So I ended up having to take an old pair of dress shoes and just smashing the heel down and putting it on like a slipper. And that was the only way I could make it. And so then I go, and they had that steak for like $275, and then they had another one that was like $60. It was a porterhouse. It was actually a bigger steak. So I was just
You
like,
crushed a whole porterhouse?
fucking ate the shit out of the porterhouse.
You know that's
dude.
2 steaks, right? That's a filet out of New York. You ate 2 steaks?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like you're fucking Babe Ruth?
Fucking idiot, dude. Idiot. And then of course, so I was like, no alcohol. You know, I already had the steak. It's no good. So my buddy Pat leaves right before the sand guy, the time guy. And he goes, he comes back with a Moscow Mule. He goes, here you go, buddy. I'm just like, hey, we're here. And I'm like drinking.
Did the guy recognize you when you came in?
No. But my friend Laren was there with us, and he got picked to go up front and do the thing that I did.
He said, "Don't fuck this up, buddy."
Well, he misspelled the name too, and I go, see, I did the same thing. He goes, yeah, I thought he was going to write it down. I go, me too. I thought he'd write it down, and the spelling would be different than my spelling, and then I'd be like, see, you're not magic. Magic isn't real.
You gotta just let it come to you, dude.
I call the cops. Hello,
Yeah.
officer. He's misrepresenting magic.
I'm trying to get my money back, and I can't get my money back.
Look, I saw it. By the way, I saw some of the strings. I saw behind the curtain a little bit on some of the tricks.
I did see. The only thing I saw the entire night was whenever I saw the guy with the tiny thing in his hand pouring all this. Whenever he was like, or somebody was pouring a shitload of sand onto something. I saw the tiny thing. Other than that, I was.
No,
But I was really trying to, because I'm in the same boat where I'm like, you fucker. But then I'm like, no, stop. I was like, just let it fucking.
Well, I want to be amazed like I was with the close magic.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. We saw that guy put a bunch of needles in his mouth and then pull it out with a fucking string. That was pretty amazing.
Cool. And you know what's crazy about
and whenever
that?
the guy was stabbing the cards with the knife, that was also
That was
pretty
very
amazing.
cool. Yeah, the lefty and whatever his name show.
Murray Sawchuk.
Yeah, Murray and
He was
Lefty.
great.
He was great. He was absolutely great. But his big finale was ripping up a newspaper and then unfolding it, and it's not ripped. And I saw what happened. Because,
What happened?
Well, so I don't know why. But
The thing that really blew my mind is whenever he kept pulling the bowling ball out of the briefcase. That was something.
that I don't know how that worked, because that was really impressive. I think the bowling ball must have been on him or like behind him or something. But the newspaper I saw, because he drops a piece on accident, quote unquote. And he did it at the same time he did it at the other show. And I was like, here it is. So then he goes to bend over, and then I see he's got something underneath his cheek, And so he does this, he rips up the paper and then he swaps it out when he bends over, because his body is blocking his body. You know what I mean? And so I saw that one. I was like, fucker. You fucking because I know magic's not real, but there's some part of me when I can see it, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you try to pull one over on the good working people of America?
These are good people, and you're trying to fuck them.
I stayed up in the crowd. My Moscow Mule.
These are good, hard-working people, and you're trying to pull one over on them.
But one thing that was a trip was on Friday when I went, I was there with my with a bunch of people from Fresno, and my buddy Laren, his wife is pregnant. Like,
You guys are doing graffiti in the bathroom and shit.
hell yeah, crosses. We're just doing crosses and writing John 3:16 everywhere. But she's pregnant, like fully pregnant.
He's like, abortionist, Maximus Aborto. And then she's just not pregnant anymore.
Well, he pulled a baby right out of her stomach.
Yeah, and put it back?
Yeah, he pulled a rat and put a rabbit in her vagina. It was wild. No, but he so she's fully pregnant, and so she's
You
like,
are out of time.
so she's like, making her way around this castle, no problem. And at one point, I could tell like her feet are sore, and she's trying to sit, and I see a chair.
Me too, sister.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I see her, she's sitting down, like a pregnant woman does, and I'm sitting down like a pregnant woman does, and I'm just looking over. I turn to my wife, I'm like, I think it's time for me I think we need to head out of here, buddy. And she's like, what? I'm like, my foot's killing me. And she's like, let's just do like one more thing. I'm like, all right. And then I'm holding everybody out. And the woman who's, 9 months pregnant is like, she's
break dancing on her stomach.
Yeah. And I'm just like, my gout. And my fucking dress shoes slipping off every 3 seconds because I've just barely got it on my foot. Jeez. It's pathetic.
You're back in the saddle, though.
I'm back in the saddle. I've already lost some weight. I'm going to continue.
I couldn't tell.
Really?
Let's wrap this bitch up, dude.
All right, folks. Well, hey. Wow. I feel like the last 30 minutes just flew by.
Not for me.
No?
No, I hate you.
That's why. By the first 30 minminutes took a long time.
Yeah, what was
I
up with that?
I think it's you were talking a lot.
Whatever, dude.
I can't-
Hey,
like,
thanks, guys. BruceGrayComedy.com for shows. Instagram, hit us up. Kevin Tienken, Bruce Gray. Thanks for listening. Like,
Please.
subscribe, leave a review, call my phone number.
Yeah, leave a review. Send an email to bagfriespod@gmail.com. Jerry, we got your emails. We appreciate you. Continue to listen.
Thanks, Jerry. I didn't see the emails, but I hope it was good.
He sent me a bunch of money. He said, don't share it with others.
Spend it at the Magic Castle.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I love you all.
Stay fruity.